Although you're not asked to in this problem, I'm going to also remind us how to sketch this graph because that's probably on the final. But even without that, we can see that our zeros are 5, -3, and 2 times 0 is 0. So this third one must be a 0 coming from the x term. There's a negative leading coefficient, which means instead of having a cubic that goes low to high, I'm going to go high to low. So that's a little reminder. So I'll just plot these 3 zeros. 5 is going to be out here. -3, it's like halfway, but it's going to be way over here somewhere. It's not even going to show up on my drawing. And 0 is at the x-axis and y-axis. Each one of the multiplicities for these 3 zeros is odd or 1, so I'm going to cross each time. So from high to low, I'll cross at -3, come back up at 0, and come back down over here at 5, wherever that is. And so as it looks on my graph, -3 was way out here. That looks like it will be my smallest x-intercept. And the largest x-intercept looks like it would be 5. However, if we think about what a sinusoidal graph does, this one is going to keep repeating each way. And so actually, the sinusoidal graph will have the both smallest and largest x-intercept. And so I've written in here a good answer. Since f of x is periodic and goes on forever, it will have both the largest and smallest x-intercept.